What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 17 of our Pokemon Unbreakable Ties walkthrough. In the previous video, we explored some graveyard area where we met the ghost of Xylon. If you guys were paying attention, in one of the previous video when we played as Derek breaking out of the Akebia prison, we spoke to an inmate there who said he'd lost his son Xylon. So that's who we actually met in the previous video. And it looks like the royal family killed him trying to steal his shiny Pokemon, which was a Litwick. And Litwick ultimately ended up joining us. He wanted a good trainer, so Xylon could finally be at rest. And now we made it to the next town, Blackbird Town, I believe, and we're exploring it a bit. This guy is really funny. He tells us him and his girlfriend went exploring Celestial Tower. He says it's embarrassing, but him and his girlfriend got a little kinky dinky there in the tower, and he forgot his underpants there, and it's his favorite pair of underpants. And he's worried other people in the town will find it because it's got his name written in his underpants. So he wants our help to try and go and find his underpants so he doesn't get embarrassed by the town folk. Seems like a very small town and everyone knows everyone. So I suppose that's our little side quest, to find the guy's underpants. And here we picked up a tiny lure. I think that's the hook the guy was looking for in the graveyard area. We had a little side quest where there was a fisherman looking for his hook. So we might have found it now. And here there's another fisherman to the south of the city. He tells us there's a special rare Pokemon that you can only catch in the Celestial Tower by fishing there, but you need a special rod. So I wonder what that would be. I wonder what the rare Pokemon is and how we're going to get the special rod. But I think we should try complete the side quest. We should go give the fisherman his hook and see what he rewards us. Maybe he'll give us the special rod. And then we can try find out what this rare Pokemon is. I love rare Pokemon, so we might add it to our team. But let's quickly explore the rest of Blackbird Town. Does look like there's a couple grunts here. And there's a couple grunts blocking this route, so we can't go that way yet. I suppose we have to go explore Celestial Tower first. And this guy gives us a rare candy. That's really nice of him. Let's have a chat with this guy in the house. Okay, this guy says he's lost his favorite baseball. I think we found the ball already. In the previous video, when we were exiting the graveyard place, we surfed across and we picked up a ball. So let's give him his ball. That was pretty easy. And let's see what he rewards us with. Oh, he gave us an egg. No way. So we've kept the egg in the incubator now. I'm very curious to see what hatches from there. But now let's go find the fisherman and see what he will reward us for giving his hook back. We just got to try remember where that guy was. And here we encountered a Yamask. This is a really awesome ghost type Pokemon. I wouldn't mind trying to catch one. There's a whole bunch of cool ghost type Pokemon in this area, so I want to come back and do some training and catch a whole bunch. But we found the fisherman, we gave him his hook, and he's rewarded us with the special rod. Okay, awesome. So let's quickly have a look at the encounters here. There's some awesome Pokemon you can catch. And now that we got our special rod, I'm excited to go to the Celestial Tower and see what this rare Pokemon is that can only be caught there. I'm trying to think, what rare Pokemon can you find in the water? It's either got to be like one of the starter Pokemon maybe a Squirtle, or perhaps like a Feebas or Dratini. Like a pseudo-legendary almost. Okay, but we've reached the Celestial Tower area. Let's look at encounters. Okay, a whole bunch of ghost Pokemon. And, aha, Dratini. So yes, it looks like we can get Dratini here. We're definitely going to try catch one. Dragonite is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And we got something on the hook. It's a Dratini. It's the pseudo-legendary Pokemon Dratini. We're definitely going to try and catch this. I'm probably going to try and catch 2 or 3 different Dratini, just in case we decide to use it for our team. Hopefully we catch one with some decent stats. And we caught it, so that's our first Dratini we got under our belt. So I'm definitely going to do a bit of fishing off camera. And we've just encountered a Mischievous level 37, which is also a pretty neat ghost-type Pokemon. So I might try and catch this as well to add to our collection. And we've thrown out an Ultra Ball and we caught it. So 2 new additions to our team. Now let's try and make it into Celestial Tower. We've just encountered Lluvia here. She says we need to reach the top of the tower. So I believe this is kind of like a maze. And if you guys remember, there are a whole bunch of royal family grunts that have taken over the tower. And apparently the gym leader of this town is also at the top of the tower. And he apparently also works with the royal family. So I don't know if he has good intentions or not. Hopefully we can reach him. And I hope we can battle him and try earn a gym badge. So I'm not sure if he's got his own gym or if the Celestial Tower is a part of his gym kind of thing. But let's just keep exploring the tower. There's a couple items for us to pick up. There's definitely some cool Pokemon to battle and catch in the tower as well. It's a bit difficult because Luvia's joined us, so all the Pokemon we encounter is like a double battle. That just makes it so much tougher to try and catch a Pokemon that we want, because Lluvia might knock out a Pokemon that I want to catch. So we might have to wait until we can explore the tower on our own. But I believe you can get some awesome dragon Pokemon in this tower. I'm going to try and catch some of them for sure. And we just picked up Dragon Claw, so that's a useful TM. There are also tons of royal family grunts to battle. So if you do have some new Pokemon additions to your team, now is a great time to train them up a bit. I've added a ton of new Pokemon. Almost half my team is new. So we are going to slowly level them up. And luckily I've been collecting rare candies along the way. So I think I've got probably close to 30 rare candies. So in times of an emergency, I'm definitely going to use some of those rare candies to level up some new Pokemon that we add to our team. And yeah, we're battling one of the royal family grunts, and they had an Altaria and a Toxicroak. But we made light work out of those two. And our Glimmet has learnt a new move, Sludge Wave. So let's see if there's anything worthwhile. I think maybe we can get rid of Self-Destruct. I do want my Glimmet to evolve. Oh yes, it is evolving now. So Glimmet is evolving. And booyah, we've evolved it, and our Feebas is evolving. Double evolution. This is definitely what our team needs. Okay, so now we're definitely ready for the next gym leader. We got 2 Pokemon evolved. And now to just make them a little bit more stronger. Wow, our team is looking really good at the moment. So let's just continue making our way. Couple more people to battle. And hopefully we can reach the top and meet this gym leader. We just picked up a Max Repel, which is also going to be quite useful. This tower can be pretty confusing with all the different bridge paths and staircases. Sometimes I'm forgetting where I've been and where I haven't. But it looks like there's some new trainers here to battle, so this looks like a new area. And we just picked up a Dusk Stone. We have quite a few stones now that evolve Pokemon, so that's good to have in our inventory. And we just picked up an Assault Vest as well. That's a cool hold item. But can't wait to test out our newly evolved Pokemon. I'm looking forward to a tough battle. And we picked up another Dusk Stone. But now I think there's only one last area for us to explore. I think we've been pretty much everywhere now. There must be one area that we haven't explored yet. And I think it's down here. Yes, here's a trainer that we haven't battled, so maybe the staircase will take us to somewhere new. And another trainer we haven't battled. Okay, yes, it looks like we're on the right path now. There's a whole bunch of royal family grunts to battle. And we're getting higher up the tower. We're already on the 4th floor. I believe there's only 5 floors, so we're almost at the top. Let's see. Okay, now we've made it to the 5th floor. Is this the top of the tower? Maybe there's another floor, I'm not sure. But we battled... Okay, yes, it looks like there's 6 floors, sorry. Yes, this is the summit. We've made it to the top. And it looks like there's a little double battle here. And before we battle them, Zurvan says they should not battle us. He can already sense that they're gonna lose. So I think Zurvan is like a psychic type gym leader maybe, because he can kind of predict the future or see into the future. So I don't know if he's a psychic type or a ghost type, but he definitely seems like an interesting character. He does have an eerie, creepy vibe to him. And he's got a bow and arrow, so he almost looks like a Robin Hood kind of vibe. But let's see what Zurvan has to say to us and if he wants to battle. And Zurvan asks us if we know about the old story about Red Wing City. Apparently it got destroyed, and a lot of its destruction was due to a legendary Pokemon, one of my favorite legendary Pokemon, Rayquaza. So he tells us a bit of the story and fills us in. He says Rayquaza hasn't been seen for more than 10 years, but Rayquaza is an epic legendary Pokemon. And if you've been watching Pokemon Horizons, the latest anime, the shiny Rayquaza is a big focus in the anime series. Shiny Rayquaza looks amazing, one of the best looking Pokemon, hands down. So it looks like Zurvan isn't wanting to battle us now. He said we must go to his gym to battle him. So that's unfortunate, but at least now he will be at his gym. But Lluvia asks if we want to battle. Maybe we can get some extra training in. And if we can defeat her again, then we'll be ready to take on Zurvan. So of course, I'm always ready for a battle. We didn't make it all the way to the top of the tower for nothing. We're going to have a tough battle no matter what. So let's test out our newly evolved Glamora. It's now at level 50. And it's pretty strong, I'm not even going to lie. It can one-shot a lot of Pokemon. I have taught it some strong attacks now. And Lluvia has sent out Swampert, which has just one-shotted my Pokemon. Now is the time we really needed Meowscarada. I don't have any grass-type attacks, unfortunately. But we'll send out Scyther. He doesn't know any grass-type attacks, but we'll see what damage we can do. Lluvia uses a Hyper Potion. And our attacks are doing a decent amount of damage. We've also poisoned the opponent, so that's only going to help us. Now I'm going to try and revive Glamora because I do want to try and level it up more. I wanted to get some experience from this battle. So let's send it back out again. If we can attack first, we should be able to knock it out. And we do. Our ancient power knocks it out. Some of our Pokemon level up. And the next Pokemon Lluvia sending out is Aggron. So it's finally evolved. Aggron is a beast of a Pokemon. It knocks out our Glamora again. But hopefully we can revive it. Now let's test out our next newly evolved Pokemon, Milotic, which I also consider to be like a pseudo-legendary almost. It's kind of similar to Magikarp and Gyarados, with Feebas and Milotic. Start off as a super weak Pokemon but evolves into an absolute beast. Okay, now Lluvia has sent out Breloom, a shiny Breloom. We've sent out our fire-type Ceruledge, and Ceruledge is super strong. We knock out Breloom, and Lluvia sends out Tropius, which is also a grass type, so it doesn't really stand a chance against our Ceruledge. And Ceruledge has an awesome attack that inflicts a bit of damage and also heals itself. So Ceruledge is almost unstoppable in this game. I definitely recommend adding it to your team. And Lluvia says she'll meet us in the next town at the casino. That sounds interesting. That's all it's going to be for this one. Thanks for watching.